everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have a mini declutter. I don't have that many things to declutter because I'm pretty adamant about getting rid of things that no longer work in my collection. But since it's almost the end of the year, it's time to clean out those last things that we don't need, and I encourage you all to go through your things and, you know, it's the end of the year. Start fresh for the new year. A lot of these things that you see here are actually going to my mama. So let's start over here. So these are going to be the products that I'm actually just going to straight up throw away. This is the Tarte's lip paint. This is the one that they got in the birthday gift. I actually did not choose the birthday gift, but my friend who did ended up giving this to me, and I tried it on and it did not look good. I don't like the formula, and you know, it's almost 2 years old, probably 2 years old, so I'm just gonna toss it because it's not a color that anybody would want. So that's gonna go in the trash. This is the Jordana matte lipstick, and this is just a red lipstick. This is just really old, and I would use this back in my performance days when we had to wear the red lipstick. It's not, what shade is this? Oh, it's literally just called red, but it's old. I don't feel safe passing this along, and like it just looks gross. And it's not a red I would be encouraged to try to use up just because it's not my favorite shade of red. I'm also going to toss the Rimmel Show Off lip velvet. It was supposed to be matte. It's nowhere near matte. It really is just a liquid lipstick, not matte at all. Because it's red, it just kind of gets everywhere. It gets on your teeth. If your hair gets on it, it'll get on your face when your hair like brushes your face, and I'm just not up for it. It's also pretty old, and if I'm not using it, might as well toss it. This is a MAC pigment sample in teal. I just don't use this. It's incredibly old. I want to say it's about like 8, maybe 9 years old, so I'm just tossing it. And those are all my toss. And then everything else I am going to give to my mom. I guess I'll start up here. My mom goes through fine fragrance mist or like body sprays like a mad woman, so I'm going to be giving her Endless Love and Pure Seduction. This one's like less than halfway used up, and this one's still pretty full, as you can see. It takes me centuries to go through these, and she goes through them pretty fast, so might as well give them to her before they go old, and I know that they're gonna get used up. This one I actually had a hard time like figuring out whether I wanted to get rid of it or not. I actually got this as a gift. Ooh, I want to say like 2 Christmases ago. Let me see if I can open this. Hello. So this is what the palette looks like. What is this called? The Nutcracker Sweet Warm Eye Compact. Yeah, so I got this as a Christmas gift from one of my aunts, and it's just the only color that I actually like is this yellow one here, and Woodwinked, but I already have Woodwinked in a separate eyeshadow pan, and I just feel like my mom would be able to get more use out of this because she goes through eyeshadow also like a mad woman. I don't understand how people do that, and I just have way too many eyeshadows, and I know she would get much more use out of it because this tends to be more of her color scheme than mine. So I'm gonna give it to her, and I know she's going to love this palette and get good use. This is a MAC blush, and this is in a lot of MAC items. This is in Peachy Keen. This was my first MAC purchase ever, and she still swatches beautifully. I have to stop referring to like items as like she, but it's a bad habit. I swear I'm trying to change it. This is more of like her, this is like more of her type of blush than mine. And it's just a peachy gold. She doesn't have that many blush, and when she does buy blush, bless her heart, she's like buys it from the dollar store, and I'm like, no mom, you can't. So I'm gonna pass this along to her just because I have way too much blush, and I prefer other peach blushes over this. I'm more of a like a true peach, not like a bronzy peach or like a pink blush type of gal. So I was either going to try to pan this and like hit pan on it, but I would never actually finish it in 2019, but I decided might as well give it to someone who's actually going to enjoy it and will most likely finish this up. I was just going to try to hit pan and then like back to MAC it by the end of the 2019, but might as well give it to her, and I know she's going to get great use out of that. And last but not least, I have a couple of lip products. A lot of these are dupes that I have, and lip products is also something that like takes me forever to go through. So the first thing I have is the Ulta Beauty Juiced Infused Lip Oil, and this is in cranberry plus pomegranate. I don't know if it'll... Okay, it's not. I got this as a birthday gift, I believe, this year from Ulta, and I literally have not opened it at all. I literally opened it, or I just haven't the whole year, and I opened it yesterday to smell it. It smells nice. She lives in a desert, so I think this would be nice for her. I have my YSL lip and tint oil, so I'm going to try to pan that next year, and I'm just never going to get to this, so I'm going to pass that along to her. Hopefully she gets good use out of it. This is the Urban Decay lipstick. This is quite old packaging here. This is in the shade Native, and it is such a beautiful shade. Like, I feel so bad that I have not given this love. It is a gorgeous shade. It really is, but it's just, it doesn't suit me. I feel like I had to have a pink undertone for this. It just doesn't quite look the best on my lips. I have more of a yellow undertone, and my mom has a pink, so I'm gonna give this to her and hopefully she can love it, because if I'm just gonna let it go bad if I don't give it to her, and I know she doesn't buy as much makeup, so she actually goes through her makeup. This is the Bite Beauty lipstick in Chai. This was the birthday gift this year from Sephora. It's just not very flattering on me personally, and I have other colors that I rather use over this, so I'm going to pass this along to her. And last but not least, I have ColourPop's Bichette. Ugh, I wish this would freaking focus, but it's just not going to. The reason why I'm giving this to her is just that I have other shades that are identical to this, and how many, oh, give me 1 second. There we go. I have other shades that are identical to this, so I really don't need to be like keeping more than one and then just letting it go bad. Why won't this focus? I don't know why this won't focus, but it's a nice, oh, I had to hold it super back. It's a nice dark. It kind of looks a little browny on here, but it actually swatches more, I guess more like the staining down here. It's like a nice dark red, and I know she would love that color, but again, the reason I'm giving that to her, and I do love this color a lot, but I just have other shades that are very similar. And that's everything I'm decluttering this year beauty-wise. You know, my collection isn't that big to begin with, so I don't have a ton to declutter, and I have been doing declutters like consistently, getting rid of things that aren't being used. And I just like don't want these to go bad and then go to waste. I'd rather give them to someone who's going to use them. And I know my mom is in need of makeup, and she doesn't like splurge on herself, so she's a great person to give this to. So yeah, I hope this inspires you to clean out your collection and be realistic with yourself. Like, what do you think is going to go bad and you're not going to get to it, or what do you have extra stuff that you're realistically not going to get to again before it goes bad. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Have a great Happy New Year's. Bye.